You're fired. 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 You're all fired. All four are fired.
You're fired. And in case your ears are fucked, get the fuck out!
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to drain the swamp. We're going to make the government great again. Great again. Great again. Great again. Department of Government Efficiency? Are they coming for our jobs? Hello, friend, and welcome back to The Conservative Poet with me, Amania. As you know, on this channel, we talk everything politics, reactions, political commentary, a little bit of humor, some parody to drive home the crazies that we are seeing in the society. So if you're back, that means you enjoyed the content. So help me out, friend. Like, share, and comment. That way other people can find The Conservative Poet and they can enjoy this awesome content that we're putting out. So thank you very much for your participation. Again, like, share, comment. It all helps me out. Without further ado, we're going to get into this video right now. Friends, back in 2015, when the president and first lady came down the escalator, he made a promise to the American people. He has not been able to realize that promise since that critical time. Now here we are, 2024. And well, that promise, friends, is still very much needed in order for the American people to move forward. So that promise, friends, was to drain the swamp, to break up bureaucracy in the government, in DC, the swamp. Well, what President Trump didn't realize was the tentacles of the swamp creatures was all over the place, all different parties, all different personalities. Well, now he knows better how to handle the swamp creatures. Well, here comes the boys, Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk, to break up the bureaucracy, to cut the fat, if you will, to drain the swamp. Here is a tweet from President-elect Donald J. Trump introducing to we the people DOGE, the Department of Government Efficiency. And he says, I am pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency. I say DOGE, some say DOGE. Either way, they're draining the swamp. Friend, are you exhausted with the gaslighting from the left? Because I know I am. And sometimes it can be a tad bit stressful. And in those moments, I whip out my patriotic candles and I burn for freedom. I burn for our country. And I get a little bit of relief from the insanity that's coming from the left. So today you can get it 30% off at the Orlando Patriot. Grab yourselves some candles to relieve your stress as we hone into this election and it's becoming more and more stressful. Grab some for your friends, family, even grab some for a liberal or a leftist because they are stressed out too. So 30% off orlandopatriot.com. I'll see you there. Thank you. I really appreciate your help. President Trump made this announcement as presidential as he could with the brand spanking new Trump Vance letterhead. And so he officially did it with a statement. And I will read that statement now. He says, from the president, Donald J. Trump, I am pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, will lead the Department of Government and Efficiency, DOGE. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy, slash access regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies essential to the Save America movement. This will send shockwaves through the system and everyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of people, stated Mr. Musk. It will become potentially the Manhattan Project of our time. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of DOGE for a very long time. To drive this kind of drastic change, the Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of the government and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and at the same time, making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion of government spending. They will work together to liberate the economy, our economy, and make the US government accountable to we, the people. Their work will conclude no later than July 4th, 2026. A smaller government with more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident that they will succeed. America has a birthday coming in 2026, and Donald J. Trump, along with Elon and Vivek, is going to deliver to the American people the best gift ever. And that, my friends, is smaller government by draining the swamp. I would like to take you to see a couple of clippings where we're talking about the kind of job, the kind of fact, the kind of bureaucracy that's going to be breaking up between Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk. Here is some of the fat that we're talking about when we say the government is efficient and they are wasting our money. They are literally throwing it away. And it is a disgrace to see what they spent money on and how much they spend on it.
Is this really how we want to be able to spend Americans' taxpayer dollars? We've set up a top 10 list that we listed out of some of the things that we just say, okay, of the 50 different examples, and we don't try to go into every single spending area, but we lay out in the guide for federal fumbles 50 different examples and just try to ask the question, is this the best way to be able to spend America's dollars? And again, we've all got different perspectives and different ideas on it. I'm just asking a question. For instance, last year the State Department did a grant to Ecuador to host 12 drag shows in Ecuador with American tax dollars. Now, may have different opinions in this room on drag shows. I'm just asking the simple question, is the best use of American tax dollars to actually fund drag shows in Ecuador with U.S. tax dollars? I don't believe that it is. Last year, we actually did a different funding through the State Department that was actually done. Actually, this was the National Science Foundation. Excuse me, strike that. It seems like a State Department thing. National Science Foundation last year did a study of butterflies in Europe. So we funded with American taxpayer dollars a butterfly study in Germany where we paid a Swedish scientist to study butterflies in Germany. I'm not real sure why American tax dollars, that was the best use of that, but that was one of the grants that was done last year. Last year there was also a NEA grant that was done to set up a display in Brooklyn for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which, by the way, is not even an American band, and I'm not sure why we had to pay federal tax dollars to be able to do that. My simple question is always, why are tax dollars being taken out of Oklahoma to be able to do that? Always popular, we had an almost, $350,000 grant to study smart toilets. Was one of the grants that we actually paid for with our federal tax dollars last year. We also had a grant that was done studying colonial Mexican soundscapes. Now, I'm sure colonial Mexican soundscapes are fascinating, but we paid for a researcher to travel to Mexico and then to be able to write a series about the sounds of colonial Mexico and how they could be used to be able to influence communities. We, last year, did a study on helmets and seatbelts in Ghana to be able to study whether seatbelts and helmets were effective for saving lives in Ghana. Can I just go ahead and answer that question for free? Seatbelts and helmets are a good idea. They save lives. Free. I can go ahead and give you that advice. How do I know that? Because we've already spent millions of dollars in other studies here in the United States, but instead we spent money in Ghana studying helmets to see if they're actually a good idea there. And amazingly, they discovered, yes.
Seen that, heard that, good. So friends, so those are some of the kind of waste that Elon and Vivek is going to get to the bottom of. And he didn't really give us numbers on some of those things. And I have a tweet here showing a little bit more information. And friends, that they had so many more. There's about 50 of these things, but for the sake of this video, I only went to a couple of them. But here's a tweet on how much spent on some of the things that he just talked about. Here it is. He says, in honor of Elon and Vivek being picked as the heads of Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, here are some of the dumbest uses of our tax dollars. And one is the $20,000 spent on drag shows in Ecuador, right? So I'm just kind of curious how this comes to the floor, how this comes to our desk. And somebody says, yeah, let us send money to Ecuador to put on drag shows. Another one, $30,000 to study the secret language of butchers in Paris. Now, is it butchers as in butchers, cutting up meat? Or is it butchers as in butch ladies in Paris butchering each other? I'm just saying. I'm just trying to understand. And then $750,000 for the New York Metropolitan Opera fire alarm. A fire alarm. A fire alarm? $750,000. Where was it made? In China. Just saying. I'm going to regress right here. And then it has $350,000 to develop AI smart toilets. AI smart toilets. What exactly does you tell it, toilet, I'm ready to poop. I need you to flush it. Toilet, I just pooped myself. I need you to send the water sprinklers up and clean things up. Toilet, I just peed. I need you to flush it. I mean, what does it do? And then the next one says $660,000 to study the impact that COVID had on Russian women. Again, in Russia? I thought we and Vladimir Putin were not friends. Why are we sending $660,000 to study the impact on COVID on Russian women? When we, the women here in the US, have our own issues. We need somebody to study us and what the COVID done did to us. But no, they're sending that to foreigners. And again, friends, these are some of the things that the superhero boys are going to handle. Vivek and Elon are going to what? Drain the swamp. Make no mistake that creatures from the swamp of the government is going to boo-hoo, whine, cry, bitch, complain, and of course a lot of them is going to scream from the mountaintops, racism. But I wanted to take this opportunity to show a little bit of all of the government fat, all of the bureaucracy that is literally draining us into debt. Friends, we are $36 trillion in debt. We owe other countries, we owe China, we owe other people, but yet we are printing and sending money to other countries constantly. But before we get into all of the different bureaucracies that we need to cut, there is a snake that is literally sucking us dry. And that snake is President Vladimir Zelensky, who has been draining and coming here and begging for money over and over and over again to feed a war that we got nothing in. This war has been going on for what, two years, maybe 3 years now? I can't keep up. He was here just not too long ago. He received 95 billion. And then he was here just about a week or so back, or I think Joe Biden promised him another 6 billion. Friends, here's a sweetheart of a meme, or would you say a parody? It's not really parody because this is actually what's happening. Friends, here's something to make you feel better about cutting off some of the leeches that has been sucking America dry and adding to our deficit of this $36 trillion debt. Friends, I'm going to leave you with this amazing meme that's going to have you cracking up. Talk to me in the comments. Let me know what you think about Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk draining the swamp and how we are really going to take back our country with people like them running the government.
Hello? Hello. Can I speak to Trump? Who's this? I'm trying to reach him about his car's extended warranty. Who is it? It's for you, boss. This is Trump. Who's this? What's up? Who's this? It's me, Zelensky. What do you want? I'm just calling to say hello. You're not getting any more money. I wasn't calling for money. I was calling to say hi and congratulations. Thank you. Have a good day. Wait. What? You really beat Kamala good. Yeah, I never lose. I have always been a big fan of yours. You're not getting any money. Oh, I forgot to tell you. What? Joe was supposed to send me a check last month, but he forgot to send it. Oh, well. Normally I wouldn't care, but my solid gold toilet has a leak and now my solid gold roof has mold. And to make matters worse, my solid gold kitchen sink is clogged because my solid gold garbage disposal won't work. Oh, that's a shame. And just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, my solid gold refrigerator doesn't have any food in it. Well, go to the grocery store. Well, that's the problem. I'm a little short on money and I was expecting Joe's check in the mail. You ever think about getting a job? I do have a job. I work for America. I get paid every month. Well, in that case, you're fired. But what about me? What about my solid gold mansion? You want me to help you? Yes, I need help. Okay. First, take a big step back and literally your own face. Now, I don't know what kind of Biden Pelosi bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but America is MAGA country. The free ride is over. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there and I'll rain down an ungodly MAGA storm upon you. You're gonna have to call the fucking United Nations to get a fucking binding resolution to keep me from sending you to the poorhouse. I'm talking food stamps, motherfucker. America comes first, so go fuck yourself. Have a good day.
Seen that, heard that, good.